US. US.
So,
What's up?
how are you?
How many are you?
How many am I? Oh,
He's
of
saying how
us?
many of us are there?
5.
Wow. Why? Why? Like, why are you all together? Any?
We're in college and we're just all hanging out.
You are hanging out. You look like you. You look like you have taken some type of drug.
Yeah, we smoked weed.
What is the name of the weed?
It's like a cart. Where is it?
It's Chem Dog.
It's like a it's like a pen that you can just hit and it gets you high.
The Chem Dog?
Where is
I don't know
it?
where it is. You can hit mine,
But
but I
yeah.
think it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
And also we're just very tired. Had a long day. It was the first day of the semester.
Oh, first day of your college.
Yes, for the second semester of the year.
Okay.
But yeah. Have you ever smoked weed?
Never.
It's illegal in India, right?
Illegal. Totally illegal. Totally illegal.
That's crazy. And here it's completely legal. They sell it down the street in stores.
What is it? California?
Nope, we're in Michigan.
Michigan. Michigan. Am I saying
Yep.
it right? Michigan.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Michigan or Michigan, either way.
Can you say? Can you say India?
India. Is
Uh,
that
do you know the Hindi name of India?
No.
no?
No. It's called Bharat.
Parrot?
Bharat.
Parrot. Parrot. I don't know. I don't even
Parrot?
know if I can say it. Right.
Bharat. Bharat Bash.
Parrot.
Hindustan.
Interesting.
This is the India name of India.
We married a Mexican girl.
Parrot.
Is your
Mexican
is
kids, and he calls his kids.
what is
Hmm.
what is your religion? Are you Hindu?
I'm a Hindu. Right.
What the?
How old are
Happened
you?
to marry a Mexican.
Have a guess.
I feel like you're older than you look. I feel like you're 22.
Yeah, you got it. 22.
Actually?
Actually, 23. To be precise.
Oh. But actually, I would not have guessed it. I would have guessed like 20, maybe, or 19.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Hmm. You're an adult.
Yes,
Wait.
now I am.
Can you do ASMR for us?
Who is that?
No.
I'm over here.
No.
Sorry.
ASMR. You have to tell me the full
know
form
what
of ASMR. Then I'll try.
What? You want me to describe it?
I know what ASMR is, but you have to tell me the
Oh.
full form of ASMR.
Tell them the full form of it.
What does that even mean? The full form?
Like the whole-
ASMR is an acronym. ASMR.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Then actually,
It's autonomous sensory meridian response.
Meridian.
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
yeah, she looked
That's
that up on Google.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she did not. She's Safari.
Actually, I'm a nursing student.
I want to. I would like to travel to India one day. There's a lot of countries that I'd like to travel to,
Mm.
but I feel like I'd like to travel to India one day. But
You should. You should.
What is your favorite what is your favorite food there? Like what's a food that is like famous to India that you like to eat?
Could you imagine? He's like, hot
Okay,
dog.
if you most of the Indians like to eat biryani. Biryani.
I think I've heard of that. I think I've heard of that.
Some form of rice. Okay. One type of rice.
Interesting.
Biryani.
Yeah, I think I know what that is.
What's
I
your
think I might have
favorite
had it. Yeah,
I thought you
I
said
think my
biryani.
neighbor made that before.
I was like,
Have you ever been to the U.S.?
Well, never. I have interacted with a lot of Americans, but I have never been to the US.
Do you get, or what part of India do you live in? Or
Eastern
like
part
where's
of
like a
India.
major?
Huh?
What's like the nearest major city? Are you near a major city?
Yes, Kolkata.
Okay, I think I know where that is.
No, you don't,
Yes, I
Owen.
do.
Have you heard of New Delhi?
But yes.
Delhi, okay.
That's a real thing.
So, Kolkata was the capital of India before New Delhi. Okay.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Tell me something that you like about Michigan.
Nothing.
I like its
Beaches.
its nature and its natural beauty, and it has a vast variety of like it's a very scenic state, and there's a lot of nature and beautiful forests, and we have
Changes
sand dunes,
seasons.
and there's all four seasons. It's extremely hot in the summer, but in the winter it's like, well, in the summer it's not even super hot, so it's the perfect temperature. In the winter there's snow, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I like the nature and the people, I don't know. And
Brooklyn's here.
it's a I
The
like,
lakes.
yeah, and I feel like I like the political stances of Michigan. It's a much more like democratic um state with
State?
like, yeah, um like, but it's kind of a mix too.
Yeah, Michigan goes
It's
back and
a
forth.
big
Yeah.
mix because guns are fully legal.
Wow.
But like right now I'm 18, I could go and purchase a rifle or automatic machine gun and own it and have it in my house. And then once I'm 21, I could walk around in public with a pistol,
Oh my god.
open carry. So, but at the same time, there's other things like weed is legal. I don't know. It's cool. Right now we're living in Detroit, so it's a 10-minute drive, and then we're in Canada. We can cross. There's a bridge right by us, and then so Canada's right there, and it's nice
Detroit
there.
become human.
Oh, the game?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a
I
good
first
place.
I first heard of Detroit through the game.
You what?
I didn't know about Detroit. Okay.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
I watched the game YouTube. Then I heard about Detroit.
Yeah, it's a cool city.
Is this
has-
expensive? The city?
I mean, every
Yeah, it's a big, expensive city, but it had a lot of hardships because Detroit is the home of the automotive industry. So automotive, sorry.
Okay. Automotive
But
industry.
yes,
What is
so
that?
like
What does that mean? What is automotive industry?
cars pretty much.
Cars.
Detroit is where cars became mainstream.
Mm.
So like companies like Chevy, Ford,
Uh-huh.
Chrysler, all of the major car companies originated in Detroit, and like Henry Ford
Uh-huh.
originated from Detroit.
Yeah.
And so back in like the early 19th century or
Uh-huh.
20th century, sorry,
Yeah.
Detroit became really, really big and had millions and millions of people. And then, but over time, it kind of like people started moving out, and like it wasn't as centered around cars because there's more competition, and it became more spread out, and it was decentralized, yeah, deindustrialized, and so Detroit started losing a lot of people, and it it also became very segregated, and there was a lot of like racial issues and tension in the city, and lots of like protests and riots, and a lot of people started moving out, and then now there's about 400,000 people that live in the city currently,
Mhm.
or maybe 500,000 at this point, and in 2013 Detroit reached its like lowest point and went bankrupt and filed for bankruptcy, and then ever since then, in the last decade, it's been rebuilding, and it's becoming much more relevant again. Detroit was the also like
Mhm.
the heart of a lot of like cultural and musical revolutions in America, with like a lot of like original like extremely prominent musicians coming out of there.
Okay, can you
But
hear on some type of construction work is in progress like this? Tung tung tung
a
tung.
little bit, yeah,
A little-
a little bit.
Actually, our neighbor's house is getting broken. The top part of our neighbor's house because they want to
Interesting.
make the second floor.
Hmm. It's not super loud. I
Okay,
don't hear it
I
that
hope it's
much, so
not annoying.
no, it's not at all.
Yeah,
But yeah, so what do you do for a living?
you can say yeah. I'm a teacher. I have a few things to do, but I'm basically a teacher, English teacher.
Interesting. Do you like what grade or what age?
You can say from fifth grade to 10th grade.
Interesting. So you don't teach like a specific classroom of kids? Do you do like one-on-one teaching, or do you have like a class of kids?
School in a school
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they are
So how many students are like in a classroom usually?
60.
60?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
just
students. I know.
For what age? Yeah. Yeah, I'm in college, and some of my classes have like 10 to 13 people. But
Only 10 to 13 people.
some of them are up to 100,
Wow.
but in high
I have
schools,
one class that has like over 100.
yeah, but in like any
Is
like
that
in
anatomy?
primary and high school and elementary school, it was all uh,
Damn.
average around like 15, 20, 25 people. So,
What do you like?
but
Do you like more people in the class or you like less people?
I like less people because I feel like it allows the teacher to be more like have
Personal.
more time. Yeah, be more personal.
one-on-one.
If you have a
Like,
1,000 people in the classroom, the teacher cannot go to the individuals and
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
okay.
But
So you five are friends.
We keep getting into deep
yeah,
conversation.
Wow.
or what? Yeah, yeah. But do they do any sort of like online school at all in India? What was the pandemic like? Was COVID like a big issue in India?
Yeah, it was under quarantine. Okay. During COVID, it
Mhm.
was under quarantine. So
Yes.
What for school? What did the what did people do?
they actually we discontinued going to the school.
Interesting. We that's so what happened with us was we just did online school for about like 2 years, and we just had to be at home,
Mhm.
and then we'd just go on like Zoom, and the teacher would teach, but we didn't learn much because it wasn't very, I don't know, it was easy to get distracted.
There wasn't as much
And
accountability.
it's like it's not that personal, like you're talking over a camera, so
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to learn. But yeah, that's interesting.
It's
How
not
long was
how
the
long?
quarantine? Yeah.
Yeah, it lasted for almost 2 years, you can say. Almost two
Wow.
years. 2 years
Did that
sabbatical year, you can say.
did that impact the economy greatly?
That impacted like every country went through this. So yeah, it definitely impacted the economy.
Is there lots of inflation right now? Like in America, there's inflation is really big. Like there's the value of money is going down like very
So
rapidly.
one
And
Indian, one US dollar is 80 Indian rupees. So
Mhm. But like did the value of things, like did the price of things go up like because of the pandemic?
not
Like a
really,
lot.
not really.
um, in America, it's a big issue. Like a couple years ago, something that cost $15 costs $30 now, and the value of things are just because the U.S. printed a lot of money,
Mhm.
and the U.S. is in a lot of debt, so it's
33 trillion dollars. Am I right?
yeah, something like that. it's crazy the amount of debt. There's like no solution to it. And the
What
only solution,
what happens if you don't pay the debt? What happens?
I don't know. I guess, I mean,
It will break down the international relationship, I guess.
that's the issue, yeah. But so the US just took out too much money, but then it gets taken out on the US citizens because the government just increases taxes. And then the US also tries to just print money to pay off the debt. And but by printing more money, it just makes it causes inflation and makes the price of things go up. So then it's just taken out on citizens, where like 5 years ago the price of housing, for example, is extreme, where 2 years ago a house that cost $250,000 now costs $500,000. And that's 2 years, and it's doubled. So it's a big issue in the US, and COVID was definitely a part of it. But
Okay, how did you five become friends?
Looking for the host.
we just all go to school together, and
Okay.
we just started talking, and we're just friends because
Is this your
I don't know.
hostel or what is it?
It's a dorm,
Yeah,
so it's like there's just 2 beds in here, and
And
then
then we have a bathroom and a shower room. And there's 4 of us in here. So there's 2 in here and then 2 in another room.
Okay.
yes, so there's 4 total in this room. But I live in a different room. This is her room that I'm in, but yeah, we just all hang out.
Okay. So you all went to school together.
Yes,
Okay. Good. It is
but
good to
yeah,
have friends.
yes. I think it's one of the most important things, honestly.
If you have some problem, then you can ask for advice from your friend.
Exactly. And just, I think socializing is an important part of being a human, and it's, I think, if
And connection.
be like loneliness affects people's mental well-being a lot. So I think having friends is really important.
Let me tell you an experiment. Okay. So about loneliness. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you keep a rat or mouse deprived of social connection,
Hmm.
then it will take drugs. Okay. If
Hmm.
it But if you keep the mouse in a social environment, then it doesn't take drugs.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
It's because it's, I feel like when you're, yeah, if you're alone, you're deprived of something, and then so then
if you are
the rat
bored, okay, let me tell you about this. If you are bored, have you heard of Veritasium?
no. Oh wait, the YouTuber?
The YouTuber.
Yes, yes.
So
What time's your
in one of his videos he said, or he proved, that if you are really bored and you don't have anything better to do, you will physically torture yourself so that you don't get bored. Like electric shock. You will get the electric shock.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember learning about that.
So that's how important socialization is.
Exactly. And I think certain people are able to find happiness and peace with like alone, and I think that's good, but I think for the majority of people it's important for to have people to be able to connect with.
Actually, it's better to know people or to be able to talk with other people. We can learn from each other.
Myself.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I think a balance is good too, because I think when you're by yourself, you can learn a lot about yourself, but being around other people, you learn a lot about how to interact with other people, and you also learn a lot more about yourself that you wouldn't be able to learn alone. But there's also certain things that I think you wouldn't be able to learn in a group
get
of
matching
people,
ones?
because being alone and being able to like do things completely unchanged by other people's opinions is good too. But I don't know.
No, you seem to be knowing. Okay. Wayne State University.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what are you studying?
I'm majoring in business marketing. So
Business marketing.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
You will become a businessman.
yes.
Okay. What about your friends? What are they studying?
I'm studying physical therapy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm studying social work, so like all things people. Like I could be a
Yes.
therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I could work in
Yeah. Social
hospital.
work.
I'm nursing.
And then yeah, my friend over there isn't doing nursing.
Nursing.
Yes.
So you're studying business, your friend is studying physical therapy, your that friend is studying social work, and the friend over there is studying nursing.
Yes.
Okay, got that right. What about your fifth friend?
What's saying
Public affairs
Public
focus.
affairs, focus pre-law.
public affairs focused pre-law. So she's gonna do um
Law school.
yeah, law school. So
Okay, lawyer.
yes. Or something related to law.
Hmm.
She wants to
So,
be an environmental
so
lawyer.
you are away from your house, right?
Mhm.
Do you miss your
Or
house?
oh yeah, yeah. I do, but it's not that big of a deal because I'm actually it's only like 20 minutes away and I yeah,
You have a
so
car.
yeah.
But your friends,
They are farther. They're
uh,
like probably 3.5 hours
3 hours.
away.
but it's 3.5 hours is not that much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
not.
not that much. Once in a week they can go to their house.
Yeah, but it's how often they only visit every like go back every
We've gone back
once.
3 times.
I've gone
Oh,
back
yeah.
4.
They've only gone back like 3 or 4 times just because
Mhm.
it's a
I was supposed to go back
it's a big
only
ordeal
twice.
just to get back because it's some have to have someone drive all the way here and then drive all the way back and
Hmm.
no.
Okay. So why did you decide to take this subject, business, to become rich?
I think well yeah, I think money is
Mhm.
definitely an aspect, but I'm very interested in just the way that businesses function, and even if the degree itself doesn't help me in the career that I choose, I would like to learn as much as I can about how to operate a business. I mean, my goal in the future is to be an entrepreneur, and I would like to start my own
Mm-hmm.
uh, recording studio.
Yeah,
But that's just like that's one of my like dreams. But I think realistically, a business degree could help in a lot of different like a big variety of careers because I haven't fully decided one. So
I recently purchased a pocketbook about business.
yeah,
Some pictures.
you
I,
should
I,
read it.
I should
Oh,
read it. Yes, I have just
I've,
purchased the book and I have
What,
not really read it. I should read it.
what is it?
everything I've been learning
except
so
here, I'll cover
far
it.
has
Oh hell no!
it's.
It's a picture of
I
him.
feel like I could apply it to a lot of parts of my life too, like a lot, not just like
dot, dot, dot.
specifically like business.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
very true. Whatever you are learning from this conversation, you can apply to your life.
yes, I will for sure.
Why are you taking weed? You have so many good friends.
That is true. I don't know. I've just been doing it for a long time, and I guess I use it as a way to relax because I don't know. I just enjoy it,
Is it
and it's
electronic or
both. Right now, I used an electronic one, but I don't know. Here, it's very socially acceptable, and
electronic ones are safer? They don't cause cancer.
really
Yeah,
interesting.
if you take the physical ones, the ash from the cigarettes that cause cancer. But while you
That is true.
while you are taking the electronic ones, there is no ash, so you cannot get cancer from electronic ones.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, But yeah, that's I use the electronic one right now.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've just been doing it for a long time. So and I enjoy it. So
Yeah. What time is it over there? Is it the morning time?
no,
Night
no,
time?
it's 11 p.m. right now.
Oh.
So it's
But
late.
I didn't get that.
you
Could you
turned
try
your
again?
laptop or phone laptop. You turned your
Mhm.
laptop. I saw some
Now.
bright light.
Oh, I I don't know. It was probably just some pop up on my screen, or it might have been my phone light. I'm not sure,
Like through the door.
but
On the other side of the door.
oh over there.
Yeah.
The lights on.
Oh, I think someone must have just turned on a light or
Oh.
opened a door.
I
So
I thought
right.
because of the light I thought it's the daytime. But it was
Oh no, yeah, no, the windows over
counterintuitive.
there. Yeah,
Because
What time is it?
in India it's 9:30
What
in the
time?
morning. You can see the sunlight over here.
oh wow,
No way.
that's funny.
It's a big
That's
difference.
crazy.
It's really crazy. It's
Yes,
12 hours of
yes.
difference.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah,
You are almost 20,000 kilometers away from me. 20,000 kilometers.
it's so weird to think about, but it's so cool to think about the technological revolutions that allows this to be possible.
Shoes off,
Uh,
please.
so you
Like
can see
the
the
fact that
you can see the globe over there. You are on the other side of the
yeah,
globe, or I am on the other side of the globe for you. Yes,
yeah,
technology is it's a blessing, I would say.
it is definitely very much. You know what Chat GPT is?
ChatGPT, Bard, yes.
Yes, yes. What do you think about that? Like just
Well,
AI in general?
you definitely know about Elon Musk.
Yes,
So
yes,
according to him, AI is going to take away a lot of jobs. Okay,
yes. It will.
it's a big threat on the on the humanity.
Yes, but I think at the same time you could think about it in a way that it could also. I think in the short term it will definitely take away a lot of jobs, but it will allow humans to live more freely once it's adjusted to where the AI does most of the work, and then humans are allowed to have less like intensive jobs that are not more mundane, but still they still get paid.
I hope so. I really hope that happens. But the thing
That would be
is,
the dream, but yeah, it's unrealistic.
what if AI decides to take over the world?
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, that's like the main risk because once it gets to the point where it can program
Sentient.
itself, it could program itself to make itself smarter, and then it's just like a chain reaction of
Yeah.
itself learning.
Why would you like to work under somebody if you can rule? Isn't it? Let's. Will you
Exactly.
work under somebody if you can rule that person? No.
No.
So the
Exactly.
AI is smarter humans basically. AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah. So.
Not now, in the
Mhm.
future. Conscience,
Yeah.
conscious, sentient. So
Yeah. Do you think that consciousness is something that can be created though, or do you think it's something separate
yeah, it can definitely be
from?
created. We are conscious, so somehow it got created. Okay, isn't it?
Mhm.
So similarly, it
Yeah,
can.
but
Yeah, but
do you think that that consciousness is something that is like separate from
mhm.
like physical reality? Do you think that it's
I
like
don't think so. I
like
think uh, your brain or your whole body, the nervous system creates consciousness. So
okay,
I don't think it's. Yeah, I have heard some gurus who say consciousness is a very different thing. But if you destroy your
yeah,
brain, you also destroy your consciousness, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, that is true, but at the same time
You need the
there's
hardware to
not
hold
any
the
way,
software. Okay.
but there's also not any way of knowing that because consciousness is such like a personal thing. You can't like there's no way for me to prove and know for sure that you're conscious and that you're not just atoms. Like not saying that it's true, but there's no way for you to know that I'm actually conscious and not just an autopilot person. Because I mean, if you think about it, it's consciousness is only something that can be perceived by yourself. Like
Hmm.
you can only know I'm conscious because you
Yeah.
can't
I think, therefore
can't
I
ex-
am. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
so that's and the only way to know whether or not your consciousness gets destroyed with your brain is when you die. And so and since you're only able to observe your consciousness, there's no way of knowing whether or not it gets destroyed, I feel like.
but if
I
you
mean,
if you're
that's I
logical,
think that's just as
if you're logical, you will come to this conclusion that you need the software to get the you need the hardware to get the software. You cannot
yeah,
so you are on this Windows computer or Linux, Mac.
yeah, Mac.
You cannot run this iOS software without the physical thing, isn't it?
That is true.
So lo- l-
That is true.
logically, if I'm being logical, then you cannot have consciousness without the body. The body is must. Body and mind are not very deeply connected.
Yeah. I guess that does make sense, but I think consciousness isn't something that you need your like you could you could be experiencing complete nothingness and you could be experiencing whatever at all, just the fact that you're
Hmm.
you're there and that you're experiencing something is consciousness. And I think no well yeah, I mean I I don't really know how to word it properly, but I agree with your
Nobody yet
argument.
knows what consciousness is. There is a lot of debate about consciousness. No,
Yes.
nobody knows what consciousness. No, even the best scientists don't know what consciousness is. They know the nature of consciousness, but they don't know what
Mhm.
consciousness is. Like we know how gravity works, but sorry, we don't know how it works, but we know that it works. Something
Yeah.
like that. We know the nature of gravity, but we don't know how it is. Similarly,
Yeah. I I guess yeah. I think that's why I mean I grew up as a Christian and then
hmm
as I got older I kind of saw through the cracks in my opinion. It didn't the things didn't really add up as I read through the Bible. And so I became a like a devout atheist. I was like for sure that there was no God and that we die and then it's just nothing.
but we also
But
don't know about that. There is God or not.
that's that's why as I got older I realized there's like how can I know that that's what
Have you heard of this
happens?
simulation theory?
Yes. Yes.
So,
And I
Neil deGrasse Tyson, have you heard of him? Physicist.
yes.
So, according to
Yes.
him, it's a billion times more likely we are in a simulation. A
Mhm.
billion times. There is one chance in a billion that we are in the real world. Okay,
Mhm.
it's more likely
But
that we are in the simulation, but nobody really knows. Then Michio Kaku says it's more likely that we are in reality than in simulation. Michio Kaku, have you heard?
yes, 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 I know the
So
scientist.
yeah, some it's philosophy. Some people believe this way. So if you don't have the factual proof about something, then you will get lots of different opinions.
Exactly. And I think the simulation theory is the prospect of it and what it's saying is good, but I think at the same time it that means it doesn't specifically mean that it's going to just be a simulation where everything is the same. It could be a simulation where the laws of physics are completely different. It could be a simulation of um, where whatever's outside of this simulation is some form of heaven. It could be anything, and it's just as likely as any of those. So it's still so hard to really say it's going to be one specific thing because we
Uh-huh.
don't like, I don't know, things could be outside of what we know about physics. So I don't know
Yeah, nobody really knows. We all are philosophers.
exactly. hmm
Some people are a
That's
little,
why
some people are just a little confident about the, like, some people say it more confidently, and that makes you think they know about it. But they are also philosophers, confident philosophers.
yes, yeah, I think that's why when I talk about this kind of stuff, I have a very sort of neutral stance and not that's a changeable stance that I think
Mhm.
I allowed to change because I feel like if you're just it's kind of just stupid to be a devout
Mhm.
atheist debater or like
Yeah,
say it's one specific
if we can,
obviously no way no
we don't really know, so we can just accept we don't know. But the problem with the human mind is a problem, or the solution you can say, if we don't know something, we assume it's bad. Why are
yeah
we afraid of the darkness? Because we don't know that. We don't know what's inside the darkness. And our human mind thinks there is something bad. That's why we are afraid of the dark. It's important for the survival of the human beings, but oftentimes it's very irrational and it keeps us away from the possibilities.
yeah I, I think it's just so hard to like I think the possibilities of what consciousness is
Opportunities. Yeah.
yeah just so huge it could be anything and that's it's also scary to think about because you I mean it could be anything good or bad. I remember when I was younger
Mm-hmm.
and I when I first started like being
Mm-hmm.
exposed to like horror movies where there's like gore and violence. I used to think like it really messed with my head, and I remember I used to think like I f- I would think that almost like wouldn't it be better to just not exist because there's a chance like because there's a possibility of the worst possible things happening, and I like wouldn't it be smarter
Mm-hmm.
to take the
Yeah.
just not existing that at all instead of the chance of something extremely bad happening. But then as I got older, like I gained that appreciation for life and like why it's worth it. And
There is a saying which says, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Be an optimistic person, but be prepared for the worst outcome of your life.
yeah, hmm I think, and that's something I try to do. I think subconsciously, like
Yeah,
I think
subconscious is
actually that
very powerful.
yeah that quote actually I really like, and I'm gonna keep that in mind. But but yeah, I think that's something I do is like because I acknowledge the fact that everything is so unstable and the fact that everything could
Hmm.
go. I mean, because especially I've had when I was younger, I did um I I was dumb and I just made a lot of mistakes and
Mhm.
it caused my life to change so drastically, and then um it made me more like appreciative of the fact that things could change so quickly and that I wasn't in this comfortable world of everything being great. And then so now I don't know, it gave me a lot more gratitude, I feel
Yeah.
like, for
So you know,
living in the
Omegle is
moment.
gone, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So now we are. Now I used to use Omegle. But now you
Yeah.
don't have the option of going on to Omegle. So now you have chat roulette. So when I first lost
Hmm.
Omegle, then I realized that then I realized more about this type of conversations. Then I
Hmm.
realized the importance in a greater sense about the you can talk with people from the other side of the world. 50 years ago it was not
Hmm.
possible. It was
It
totally
was, yeah, it was
impossible.
thought of, yeah, like just you would be thought of as crazy if you said something like that.
Yeah,
But
you just had the you could just assume 50 years ago that what the other people are going to like, going to be like, what are the Indians
mhm,
like, you don't know 50 years ago, but now you know.
yeah,
You can, you don't know fully, but you know a little, you have the hint, you can get the
yeah.
hint.
And I think traveling is like one of the best ways to learn.
Yeah,
And this is almost like being able to travel in a way, like just a very small portion of being able to travel
cheap
because
traveling,
I
cheap.
can, yes, because I'm able to learn like all these different perspectives. Like I had like a half an hour long conversation earlier with a
Mm.
like a licensed published therapist from Romania,
Psychiatrist.
and he gave great knowledge. So I don't know.
What
It's
what sort of therapist was that? Was he?
I'm not sure.
Psychiatrist.
Oh, psychiatrist. Sorry,
Wow.
I'm not sure what. But yeah,
Mm.
he seemed very intelligent. But
If you are a
but
psychologist, you
yeah,
have to
it's
be
just
intelligent. You have to know how
yeah,
other people
yeah,
think.
hmm yeah. I don't know. It's I feel like just these websites are very like
Can be very
so
helpful.
educational.
Yeah, it can be very
Yes.
educational. It's
Hmm.
much better than, if you
Exactly.
ask me, it's much better than watching a movie or something like that. I want,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah. If the if it is both sided, in a movie you are just listening. You cannot talk or you cannot ask questions. But here you can ask. It's more involving. So conversations are
Yeah.
really useful.
Hmm. And I feel like
That's why Joe Rogan is so
I feel like
popular. Yeah, yeah.
a, a lot of times in real life, like you you don't take that risk to talk about certain things with
Hmm.
people that you know in real life.
Hmm.
But I feel like I'm able to just kind of just talk about whatever I want, ask whatever questions I want because it's just it's people that I could
Ah,
never see again, and
ah.
which is a crazy thing.
No,
But
it makes total sense. It makes very much, like in India, everybody wants to learn English in India. Okay,
mhm,
let me give you an example. In India, everybody wants to learn English, but when you try to talk English with your friends, they discourage you by saying you can never learn English. But when you come onto such websites, then people are more frank, especially the native English speakers. I am for you it doesn't matter how, it doesn't really matter if I'm making grammatical mistakes. What matters more is the
mhm,
meaning. So you don't make fun of the people who don't speak good English. So yeah,
mhm.
I don't know, I was clear
I
or
guess,
not.
yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I feel like people on here ignore a lot of the like social norms that may prevent certain things in real life. It's more just like
Everything has pros and
direct.
cons. Yeah. We
Mhm.
should be able
Yeah,
to
I don't know. It's just
get the best of both worlds, best of both worlds, online and offline.
yes. But, did you go to school
Yeah,
or or I mean like university
yeah,
after like
yeah,
required school?
yeah, yeah.
Where wait, so um I don't even know what I was gonna say.
You
Like what or
listen.
like what?
If you want to become a government teacher, then you have to go to the university. Otherwise, you cannot become a government teacher. You cannot work for the government if you are not graduated from the college.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever like study abroad when speaking English? Like, did you ever go into the U.S. or have you ever been here like just out of your own curiosity?
I have never visited the US, but I have got the opportunity thanks to Omegle and Chat Rowlet that I can interact with native English speakers
Yeah.
like you. Yeah, so
Mhm.
so that
Yeah.
really helps me to learn this language. And yeah,
Yeah, I feel like yeah. I'm also like very appreciative that I can get these just like raw perspectives from outside countries because I feel like America is very in a bubble when it comes to like
yeah,
things outside us, and compared to other countries, I feel like other countries are exposed to more of other countries' cultures, and it's more intertwined. And then U.S. is kind of its own thing, and so it's like it's rare to get perspectives from outside, which tend to be a lot like different and like I learn a lot from. But,
yeah. You need
but I
to.
guess you could say the same.
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So if you are somebody who is appreciative of other people, you can learn from everybody, from every country, people, anybody.
Yeah,
Especially, yeah,
yeah,
that's something.
yeah, it makes sense. All right. Well, I'm probably gonna go to bed now.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
late
was a
over
good
there.
it was a good talk.
I hope
Yeah,
the
it's
I
almost
hope
almost
that noise didn't annoy you. That construction work.
barely. I could barely hear it.
Okay.
So it was good.
Yeah.
You seem like a very smart person, and I
If
learned
you
a lot
don't
from
take
this.
weed, you will also sound like a smart person. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I know. I probably would have been a little different if I talked to you while I was sober,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Uh, I will see you.
Yeah. Hope for the
Have a nice
best.
day.
Hmm.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Okay. It's important to know English. It's important to know English. It's really important. It's really important to know English. It's really important.